Here it is, album versus album. We have Speakerboxxx versus The Love Balloon. An album that was a double CD joined together between Big Boy and Andre 3000. And first they were going to be two solo projects. Then the studio decided, and they decided, look, let's just make it a compilation album. Because, you know, like a soundtrack for the movie. Then they ended up doing a soundtrack for the movie that they were doing. Because they had so many songs they had left over, they just said, look, let's just make a soundtrack for the movie. Because the album did well better than expected. Well, no one expected this album to sell 10 million records. And it did. It became the biggest album they've ever done, and probably the best business they've ever seen in 2003. At this climate for hip hop, because there wasn't that many albums coming out anymore in 03. It was like a steady decline. So anyway, when this album came out, everybody said, oh man, Andre 3000, his album is gonna be the illest album ever. Big Boy album gonna get crushed. This was the talk. When it was like, oh man, they got two albums in one. First, the people just thought that was the name of the album. Then when they found out that it was two albums, one disc is gonna be Big Boy album, the second disc is gonna be Andre's album. They was, oh, that's a dope idea. When Andre 3000 album is gonna kill it. And then you heard the two singles come out. You heard Hey Ya by Andre 3000, which is the biggest crossover hit you could ever have in life. Don't wanna meet your daddy, just want you in my caddy. And Hey Ya just made everybody jump up for joy. It had all the little teenagers. It had all the little white teenagers bobbing their head to it. And then Big Boy come out with I Like the Way You Move, which is a stepper's cut. Now you got all the brothers and you got all the white people on the other side. You done got everybody. That's 10 million records sold. Now, assessing album versus album. People were dead wrong. Big Boy album is Speakerboxxx crushes The Love Below. Crush it. It's not even... See, this is what people don't understand. Andre has lyrics galore. And he has better lyrics than Big Boy. It's just the truth. Doesn't mean Big Boy is whack. It don't believe Big Boy is falling off. Big Boy is more grounded into what's going on Earth. Andre was more concerned about the future. And he's trying to rap to us now using a flow that is not, or in beats that are not yet for this time. And that's what that Love Below album is basically. If you listen to songs like Roses, and it's like, okay, this dude is talking about going on the spaceship that's on the other side of town and, and coming back around. He's been listening to a lot of different things, and he's trying to orchestrate that into one album and put it out to the public, and they're not resonating to the song because the beats are not making sense. Big Boy songs you could relate to, and the beats is on point. Everybody's on point. And the funny thing about it, and the weird thing about it, is that the Andre 3000 verses on Speakerboxxx is better than the verses that's on his album. That's what's crazy. I mean, you got all the songs like Bow Ties. You know, I like almost all the songs on the other side. I ain't really listened to the Rooster too much. But Church, the Flip Flop Rock with Jay-Z, I didn't like that too much. But, I mean, all the songs and the hits were by Big Boy. Besides Hey Ya, what other song that Andre 3000 had that was even comparable to say, okay, maybe Roses? And I'm saying maybe. His Roses is about an 8-minute song. And it's like, okay, that's cool, but do we really need to listen to this? Somebody like, what about Dracula's Wedding and Love and War? I'm like, dude, give it up. This album was a failure that made it due to the fact that it was attached to Speakerboxxx. And it was a earthly lesson for 3000, saying, please, please, please. Earthly message saying, please, please, please do not put out an Andre 3000 album. And Andre 3000, who was an incredible MC, give you an incredible 32, is just not equipped to make an album. It's just not gonna happen. It just shouldn't happen. And that's just really the gist of it. So y'all tell me, is there a human being on this planet that thinks The Love Below is better than Speakerboxxx? Let me know.